to Cumberland Country. I'm CJ Cumberland. For the next hour, I'll be your guide to the best local and regional country and bluegrass music around. So ease back, relax, and leave the rest to Crescent Hill Radio. All right. Hello once again, everyone. I'm CJ Cumberland. This is Cumberland Country, and we do have a great show lined up for you today on this beautiful Thursday evening here in Louisville, Kentucky. We're going to be talking about something called the Unbridled Project. And also, we're talking about a show that's going on called Uprising Kentucky at the Tim Faulkner Gallery this coming Saturday. And I have Kylie Sutton with me. She's the executive director of the Unbridled Project. Say hi, Kylie.
How you doing?
Good. We also have, for some live musical interludes, Alanna Fugate and Tristen Brooke. Hey, guys.
Hello, hello.
Hey, it's good to see you guys. We just saw each other the other day, Tristen, the other morning. Yeah. You were on Great Day Live. That was it. By the way, if I didn't tell you, great. I mean, everything worked out good, you know? Yeah, absolutely. So let's get right to it. So the Unbridled Project, it says here, I'm looking at your website, it says it seeks to eradicate the cycle of addiction and help survivors along the path to leading productive lives. Now, the drug problem, especially opiates, is just gotten out of control all over the country. So what kind of spurred you to get involved and to start this project?
You know, I was in a branch of law enforcement and corrections for a better part of 6 years. And in that, I just saw the disservice we were doing to folks that were addicted to opiates, especially. And that just kind of fueled my fire to want to make a change and educate our community on what's going on around us.
Gotcha. So how long has the Unbridled Project been around?
We just started it this year.
Oh, yeah?
We're brand new.
All right. And again, November 19th at the Tim Faulkner Gallery. We're going to have some music. And what else is going to go on?
We're going to have some door prizes, some silent auction stuff that was some nice donations that folks made from the community. Some speakers. Dr. Molly Rutherford is going to talk to us about the epidemic and what's going on.
All right. And you're going to have music, of course, and that's what these ladies over here to my right are here for. Alanna and I almost called you Kylie. I'm sorry. Tristen. You guys are going to play out there. Now, Alanna, are you playing solo or with a band? Or?
I'm playing solo that night, yeah.
Now, Tristen, you're bringing the band, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and kick off the show with some music. Who wants to start? All right, Alanna, why don't you start?
All right. Yeah, so I'm very happy to be playing the Unbridled Project for Kylie for this fundraiser on Saturday at the Tim Faulkner Gallery. She's been a longtime friend of mine, and she has been behind me all the way through a lot of my music, and I'm glad to get behind her for something, man. It's really cool. Proud of you, lady. So, yeah, I'm going to do a song called Ewing for you. You can burn all the bridges to you, and a faint lady sits, waits there, talking about memories of loved ones most dead, who often forgot she was there. And you can burn down that old farmhouse, and a lot of loving lives live there. Childhood memories, babies, divorces, advice, good jokes and farewells. You can ask me how I'm doing, reply with I'm fine and I'm well. But the truth about it lies is that they're just disguises, and the truth always changes when you're not there. Timing sometimes is the best explanation why we live, die, and our luck. Some of us get rice, some of us ice cream, some of us get both. But I hope someday you realize that life is a gift with a choice. That choices make up a time in the groundwork for our course. You can ask me how I'm doing. Reply with I'm fine and I'm well. But the truth about it lies is that they're just disguises, and the truth always changes when you're not there. You can burn all the bridges to you, and a fair lady sits, waits there, talking about memories of loved ones most dead. Oh, but God, she was there. Then you can burn down that old farmhouse, a lot of loving lives live there. Childhood memories, babies, divorces, advice, good jokes, and farewells.
All right, Alanna Fugate live on Cumberland Country WCHQ 100.9 FM. And Alanna is part of the musical entertainment along with Tristen Brooke and John Clay that is going to be in support of Uprising Kentucky. It's part of the Unbridled Project at Tim Faulkner Gallery this Saturday. And we have Kylie Sutton here, who's the executive director of the Unbridled Project. And I wanted to ask you, do you have you've got like a crowdfunding type website thing deal?
We do. To start building the infrastructure, we did start a GoFundMe to kind of get off the ground. We're hoping this big event will just kind of carry us the rest of the way and be able to get sturdy on our feet. Right.
So tell us, how can my listeners find out more about this project? Do you have a website, Facebook page, that kind of thing?
All of it.
All of that?
We are all over social media. Right. We do have a website, unbridledproject.org. You can reach me personally, Kylie at unbridledproject.org. That's KYLIE. We also have Facebook. It's facebook.com/unbridled
All
project.
right. So there you go. So basically, you could probably type in the Unbridled Project and it would pop right up on Facebook.
Absolutely.
That's what I did. Let's turn to our musicians here. We're gonna talk to let's talk to Tristen. Tristen, I've never had you on my show. I don't think, have I?
I don't think so.
I've been doing this 5 years, so sometimes I forget. How did you get started in music? You have a very interesting playing style.
I started with classical and then kind of veered away from that. And I've always loved flamenco and funk and tried to, I guess, pretend to learn how to play flamenco.
I got you. So you're originally from Detroit. Did I remember that right?
Well, Dearborn, but it's right next to Detroit.
How long have you been in the Louisville area?
About 6 years.
6 years?
Actually, Alanna is like one of the first musicians I met here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. TV Rays.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was hosting my open mic there.
Right. Oh, yeah? Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and play us a song, Tristen.
Okay.
Let's go to the forest a while. Well,
All right. Tristen Brooke live on Cumberland Country, WCHQ 100.9 FM. Now, Tristen, you're going to be accompanied by your band Saturday at the Tim Faulkner Gallery, correct?
Yes.
And it's a great band. I heard in the other morning. Who's in the band?
So Steve Sturgill plays electric solo guitar. Luis De Leon is going to be on percussion, and then Joe Easley plays bass.
Absolutely. Good. All right. So we are talking about the Unbridled Project, and more specifically Uprising Kentucky, which is taking place, as I said, the Tim Faulkner Gallery this Saturday. We have Kylie Sutton here. If you just joined us, she's the executive director of the Unbridled Project. Let me ask you, Kylie, it sounds like this is an undertaking here. Okay.
It's been quite the chore, but it's something I love doing.
Right. Well, that's good. The drug problem, especially, the opiates, has just gotten so out of control. Let's say we have some parents listening in. What are there signs that they can, see in their children? You know where I'm going with this?
I do, and I think that. Unfortunately, with this drug, I think a lot of people are actually aware when this is happening, and it comes down to people don't know what to do and how to help, and it turns into almost an enabling situation because they don't know what to do, and that's kind of part of the education for families and those affected that we want to offer, so that they can kind of know what direction to take and who to call, because support is the biggest thing for the addicted and the affected.
Right. Do you have any insight into, how it seems like the past, couple of years, the, drug problem, especially again, opiates, has just gotten out of control? Do you?
Unfortunately, it comes with a lot of legislation and a lot of over-regulation of the opiates that doctors were prescribing. They thought that if they stop, if they put a regulation on that they would be able to, if they regulated that, then they'd be able to stop this, problem. Unfortunately, people turn to heroin, because it's cheaper and they can get it easier on the streets.
Absolutely. Well. Let's play some more music. That was a little depressing, but that's what you're here for. Not to be depressing, you know what I'm saying. So I think Alanna's going to play us another song. I have to say, I saw Alanna, I don't know how long ago it was, but we're at Barrett Bar, and she had her cat there on a leash. I think that's the coolest
Mr.
thing.
Leon, yeah. He's a little local celebrity these days. I almost wanted to ask if I could bring him here, but I didn't know if Kathy would have her dog or not.
Right,
so.
Pumpkin.
I love it. Awesome. Well, I'm going to do a song for you. Actually, I got the opportunity to record this song recently, and in hopes that it might be on an upcoming compilation, which is not the Accord Project, it's something else.
Yeah, you're in that one.
I'm in that one.
That's a done deal.
This is a prospect, so I won't say what it is, but I did get to record it, and it was a lot of fun. I got to have Mr. Amos Hopkins by my side in the studio at downtown recording the other night, and it was a lot of fun.
I would like to sleep tonight with you by my side, but the miles between us are only made of road and dust. It's calling me. That big old Texas sky, it follows me through my thoughts at night, haunting me. That a boy's pretty eyes, we were falling in love at the wrong time.
Hear a cold front's moving in. Hope you're warm and comforted. I'll never blame you if you go. We'll always have those nights to hold. But it's calling me. That a big old Texas sky, it follows me through my thoughts at night, haunting me. That a boy's pretty eyes, we were falling in love at the wrong time. Got my car back from the shop, saving money, working hard. I'll soon be back out on the road. But maybe one day I won't have to go. But it's calling me. That a big old Texas sky, it follows me through my thoughts at night, haunting me. That a boy's pretty eyes, we were falling in love at the wrong time. But the miles between us are only made of road and dust.
All right, Alanna Fugate live on Cumberland Country, WCHQ 100.9 FM. And Alanna's joined in the studio by Tristen Brooke and Kylie Sutton. She's the executive director of the Unbridled Project. And they're having their, I guess you'd say this is like a kickoff fundraising type of deal at the Tim Faulkner Gallery. That's this Saturday. And so there's going to be, I see there's going to be food there.
There is. And mind you, this is free to the public. So
Right.
no tickets in advance, no nothing.
Right.
Just come learn, enjoy, have fun.
Gotcha.
We are going to have food from Marcus Childs. It's called Healthy Eating.
Okay.
So he's going to make some great stuff for us. Pretty excited.
Right. Can you clue us into like some of the door prizes and silent auction items?
We do. We have numerous amounts of restaurant gift certificates and cards, donations from Evan Williams Distillery, lots of liquor and Kentucky
Right.
favors, it seems. So Kettle One and Jameson, and that was the big donations this time around.
So tell me about the Unbridled Project more specifically. Is it just you? Or are you the whole shebang?
So far.
Yeah.
No, I am the executive director, but I do have a really great board of strong, successful women.
Right.
Erin White is a prosecutor here with the county attorney's office.
Okay.
Dr. Molly Rutherford is the president of the board. She's a direct primary care physician. Dr. Tracy Ragland is also a direct primary physician, and Rebecca Sperry is a registered nurse.
It sounds like you got that under control then.
Yeah.
So, Alanna, I wanted to ask you, do you have a songwriting process? Do you sit down and say, all right, I'm going to write an Alanna Fugate song?
Oh, man. Well, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it just rolls right off the tongue.
Right.
And, yeah. But no, a lot of times I'll do like little 4-line little snippets
Right.
here and there, or a couple of lines, one-liners maybe, and I kind of keep a little journal of that and document it, and then when I go back to being like I'm ready to write a song, and something will hit me, and I'll just sit there and I'll go through like my recent writings and things, and usually my recent writings are pretty prevalent to my desire to go sit down and write a song.
Right.
So that works out sometimes, but a lot of times it just comes right out.
Right.
And which is great. It doesn't happen often, but and some of them they sit for years and years. And
right. I found it interesting that you said you write little 4-line things. That's a quatrain. A stanza of 4 lines, especially one having alternative rhyme. I've always wanted to use that word, so quatrain. Yeah.
There you go. Well, I definitely don't. Haikus are not a part of my writing process, so I don't have that. What is it?
You use quatrains. Let's play a song, Tristen. What are you going to play for us?
Oh yeah, I didn't say what the last one was. Did I?
What's that?
I said I didn't say what the last one.
No,
was.
that's okay. We'll put that in post.
All right.
We don't have a post. Sorry.
Okay. There it is. This one's Eyes of the Animal. I'll actually give you the title.
Okay.
What do you see when you look into the eyes of the animal? What do you see when you look into the eyes of the animal? Do you see, feel, and emotion? Do they steal a piece of your heart? Do you know all of the same life force? Do you feel we all have a right? Do you feel love for them? Do they feel love for you? Do you see, feel, and emotion? Do they steal a piece of your heart? Do you know all of the same life force? Do you feel we all have a right? Do you feel love for them? Do they feel love for you?
All right, Tristen Brooke live on Cumberland Country, WCHQ 100.9 FM. And we also have Alanna Fugate here and Miss Kylie Sutton. She's the executive director of the Unbridled Project, and they're having a big show out at Tim Faulkner Gallery this Saturday, including Tristen Brooke, Alanna Fugate, and John Clay's going to come out too.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to let him play a few.
We'll let him.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, Kylie, I wanted to ask you, the epidemic of opiates, heroin is just really bad. Is there something in place in the local, corrections, jails, if somebody coming off of something, to help them out?
There are a few things I think in play that the Commonwealth Attorney's Office has been working on, but that's also something that Molly and I want to hopefully do, is find grants to be able to bring a program into our jails, because usually the people that are in there for those charges, that's why, the diseases got them there.
Sure.
So putting them there and letting them out is...
Right. Well, I can imagine, I can't imagine what it would be like going through that, but jail would probably not be the place you would want to be when you were going through that,
I don't think it's where anyone really wants to be.
Well, no. You're right. You're right. That's why she's the executive director. Yeah. So let's play some more music. Alanna, what are you going to play for us?
Well, you mentioned Levon.
I did.
My little awesome cat. So I wrote a song about Levon, and this is a really silly song. And just to give a little prerequisite about it, it kind of sounds like it's about online dating.
Right.
And it has nothing to do with a cat. But just wait for it, guys. Just wait for it. Just wait till the end of the song. But no, Levon's a little awesome cat. He's harnessed and leash trained, and he goes out and about with me every now and then, and likes to hang out the window when I'm driving down the road. He's kind of fun. So this is about me meeting Levon.
Me and Levon, we met online. He was living in Elizabethtown, and I just broken up with my boyfriend, and I was feeling pretty down. So I sent an email asking for his status, his availability, and he said, "Hey girl, I'm free, and hey, I think you're pretty, so I asked if he'd like to meet with me." And it was a Thursday afternoon. We met in the parking lot at Kroger's. When we locked eyes, it's love at first sight. His hair was black as night, his sleepy eyes, they wooed me right. So we got in and we took a little ride. We drove to my house and he asked, "So this is where you live?" And I said yes, and he said, "Well, hey, it's pretty nice." He said, "You know, my living situation back on the farm is getting pretty crowded. Mind if I stay a few nights?" So there it is, folks. The rest of it is history. I found myself a damn good cat. You could call him smitten, well me, I'm more than kidding. Oh, but even more than that, he sleeps by my pillow every single night, and he don't eat much or ask for me to cook. So if you're feeling lonely, ditch the dating sites to the blender and hit up Craigslist, what I like to call pet tender.
Alanna Fugate live on Cumberland Country, WCHQ 100.9 FM. So many lifelong love stories have started in the parking lot at Kroger. It's amazing.
You have no idea.
We are here with Alanna Fugate and Tristen Brooke. They're going to be part of the entertainment at the Uprising Kentucky, taking place out at the Tim Faulkner Gallery this Saturday. And we also have Kylie Sutton here, and she is the executive director of Unbridled Kentucky. Go ahead and mention again where my listeners can find out more about the Unbridled Project.
Unbridledproject.org. We're also on Facebook at facebook.com/unbridledproject. You can reach me directly if you have questions or want to volunteer at Kylie@unbridledproject.org.
There you go. You mentioned that you're eventually going to get into the legislative part of this. Are you gonna hire some lobbyists, and what needs to be done in Kentucky?
Legislation.
Yeah.
There are no lobbyists for this cause currently, and that's what we need. We need someone down there for a bigger voice for us, kind of promoting this epidemic and talking about it, because we're not talking about it enough for more than just a blurb in the news. Right. It's like a lead story, especially I believe it was a few months ago when a lot of people were just doing it. There was like 30, weren't there, in the local area? Yeah, I think there were 117 in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Bad heroin comes through and things happen, and we love to talk about the problem, but unfortunately we haven't been talking about the solution.
Right.
So we want to change that.
And that's what the Unbridled Project's all about.
Absolutely.
Right. All right. You want to play a song?
Sure.
Yeah. Tristen Brooke, what are you going to tell us, or is it going to be another surprise?
I'll play Hawk.
All right. Tristen Brooke, live on Cumberland Country WCHQ 100.9 FM. And we also have Alanna Fugate here, and they're going to be 2/3 of the entertainment out at Uprising, Kentucky at the Tim Faulkner Gallery this Saturday. That's a part of the an Unbridled Project, a fundraising event. And we have Executive Director of the Unbridled Project, Kylie Sutton, with us. What do you think of this? I think it's going to be a good show Saturday.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I love both of these musicians. I love John Clay.
Right.
I think that it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait for all the people I've invited and the community to come see them.
Right. And, of course, you're raising money for people who need treatment and support for opiate addiction. Now, this is such a big problem, and I've said that a lot of times tonight, but it is. And you need to approach this from different angles. It's not just a one-tiered, unilateral type situation. How can we, all kind of come together? What's your idea on that?
My big hope in the grand scheme is to facilitate a coordination among all the major players that can do something about this, including our criminal justice system, behavioral health, people with the addiction, physicians, other healthcare providers, politicians, so that we can implement things in Kentucky, the treatment modalities, that word gets me every time, that are, have been proven to work.
Sure.
Everybody's just not really on the same page just yet.
Right.
And, if we can just start making a little bit of headway in that direction.
Right. What can just Joe Public do? I guess they come out to the show and donate, and but what can somebody on the ground do to help the situation?
Well, donations don't have to all be monetary.
Right.
Volunteering time, being a support system for someone. Sometimes it's just about helping people.
Right.
Just being there for someone, a listening ear. It's just, that is a big part of, people that are addicted and suffer from this just feel alone.
Right.
And they feel like, it's just no one cares. And
Sure.
And they're fighting this battle by themselves.
Sure. Kylie Sutton, Executive Director of the Unbridled Project. And again, I want to mention again, Saturday at the Tim Faulkner Gallery is the Uprising Kentucky. It's a fundraising event for the Unbridled Project. And these two ladies are going to be there. And I think it's Alanna's turn to sing a song.
Meow, meow. All right.
You asked me to dance, I politely declined. You pulled on my hand, said, give it a try. We waltzed down in circles, spinning in the grass. In some Texas town, to some Texas band. In some Texas town, to some Texas band. Eggs cracked on the counter, coffee in my cup. Light through the blinds, oh, that sun's coming up. You are still sleeping, so wish was I. I ain't a dreaming, Lord, I know this can buy. When the time came for leaving, wondering the same. Afterthoughts and dreaming bring me back to this place. Honeysuckle lover, when you come around, Lord, I'm running out of time. The last call in town, yeah, I'm running out of time. The last call in town. When you wake up, I will be gone. Left the key in the truck by the garage. I'll give it to someone more gentle than myself. And I left your town's records laying on the shelf. Yeah, I left your town's records laying on the shelf. When the time came for leaving, wondering the same. Afterthoughts of dreaming bring me back to this place. Honeysuckle lover, I'll be back around. I gotta run out of time in some other town. Yeah, I gotta run out of time in some other town. You asked me to dance, I politely declined. You pulled on my hair and said, give it a try. But you watched round in circles, spinning in the grass. In some Texas town, some Texas band.
Right, Alanna Fugate, live on Cumberland Country, WCHQ 100.9 FM. And Alanna, along with Mr. Tristen Brooke and John Clay, are going to be the entertainment at the Uprising Kentucky event put on by the Unbridled Project. That is this Saturday at the Tim Faulkner Gallery. And what time does the show run?
The show will be 7 to 11 p.m., free to the public.
Absolutely. So the food's free too?
Well, we do have to support Marcus, and everybo's volunteering their time to come out.
I understand. So. Free food. It just got me excited there for a second. And I kind of hesitate to say this, but I'm going to say it because I had a conversation with somebody. I'm not going to name them. That their take on is it Narcan, the overdose reversal drug. Uh-huh. They said that they shouldn't be giving that out, because it's, it kind of entices people to keep doing what they're doing. Have you run into any kind of those kind of brick walls from people?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
And without being as frank as I usually am,
right.
I would just say that, very small, if any, people actually want to die.
Right.
An overdose isn't on purpose.
Right.
That's how dangerous and terrifying this drug is.
Sure.
So, no, I don't think that we get to choose who dies and who doesn't.
Right. Because obviously there's no... I hesitate to say this about heroin. There's no quality control. You don't know what you're getting,
Right.
So, okay. Well, again, this Saturday at the Tim Faulkner Gallery, the Uprising Kentucky. It's a part of the Unbridled Project's fundraising. And tell us again, we're going to have food. We're going to have door prizes, silent auction, right?
These lovely ladies and Mr. John Clay playing us beautiful music. We're going to have some speakers. I have another guest speaker besides Dr. Rutherford that's going to come talk about his experience.
Right.
He actually was a probationer of mine years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And has been very successful. So he wants to talk about it.
And I tell you what, if you haven't been out to Tim Faulkner Gallery, it's a very interesting venue.
It's definitely something to see, and it is at 1512 Portland Avenue.
Right.
And they've done a great job there. They just put a new installment of art in the gallery, so there's stuff to look at along with the event.
Right. There you go. All right. So let's. I think we've got time for maybe a couple more songs. Tristen, do you got another one in you?
Yeah.
All right.
This one's "Don't Be Still." I'll give you the title.
All right. All right. Tristen Brooke, live on Cumberland Country, WCHQ 100.9 FM. As my old Uncle Dallas would say, if that don't light your fire, your wood's wet. And we're also joined by Alanna Fugate, and they are, again, 2/3 of the entertainment for the Uprising Kentucky event at the Tim Faulkner Gallery this Saturday. Along with Mr. John Clay is going to be there. And we have Kylie Sutton here. She's the executive director of the Unbridled Project. I wanted to ask you, because I think there's a lot of confusion about addiction. I mean, it is a disease. I mean, there's actually, medical evidence that it is a disease, correct?
Actually, yeah, it's a brain disease, and they're actually calling it substance use disorder. It affects a lot of people, and it may not affect them directly now, but the continued misuse of opioids can lead to to a substance
and
disorder.
I think that's important to educate the people, because it's not a moral deficiency. It is actually a disease.
You are exactly. Do you want to join?
Sure, absolutely.
All right, perfect. You're doing it. You're preaching for me.
All right.
That's exactly right. I think people battle with the idea that it's a choice.
Right.
And that's not necessarily true. I'll tell you, I eat cheeseburgers every day, and I know that the leading cause of death is heart disease.
Right.
So you have to think about it in a bigger picture, and I want to spread that education to people. I think it's just a lack of knowledge.
Right. Well, I think you're doing a great thing. Let's play some more music. You got any more, Alanna? You got a bunch of songs, don't you? I actually put money in your tip jar the last time we were at Barrett Bar and asked for a song, and you wouldn't play it.
Because I haven't played it in a really long time.
That's all right.
But that was tips for Levon that night.
Oh, was it?
I think so. All right, I got one more in me here.
All right.
I'd like to lay in bed all day, eat some Honeycrisp apples, said to me upon an evening, someone might as well be at home. And he said he'd give me anything as long as I don't take it. Texas sky be lightning pouring down, Kentucky raining. That man from New Braunfels say he'd like to love me good. He showed me how to two-step to those Cheatham Street blues. And I'd like to clear away some time for just me and you. I rode on jeans and I scuffed up boots. I'd like to see a sunrise, see one maybe two, sit with you next to the turquoise water, watch the rise of the moon. That man from New Braunfels say he'd like to love me good. He showed me how to two-step to those Cheatham Street blues. but it's best not to wish away on time. Always looking at the door. It's the simple things that hold clay together, moved me more than you know. That man from New Braunfels said he'd like to love me good. He showed me how to two-step to those Cheatham Street blues. Those Cheatham Street blues. Those Cheatham Street blues.
Alanna Fugate live on Cumberland Country, WCHQ 100.9 FM. Alanna, tell my listeners how they can find out more about you. Do you have a website, social media?
Well, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm all over that stuff. Yeah. No, you can find me on Facebook. Pretty much any social media site / Alanna Fugate. You can find me. Reverb Nation, Bandcamp, Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff.
Right.
You know, I'm lucky to be... I think there is one other Alanna Fugate out there.
Yeah.
And she friend requested me, and then like she disappeared off like the internet. She's like, I'm changing my name or something. It's like I don't even want to be associated with this person. But yeah, I'm lucky enough to have that. So.
All right, good deal.
Yeah.
Tristen, tell us, do you have a website, social media?
Yeah, sure do.
Sippy cup.
Yeah, good thing I put the lid on that. Yeah, so Bandcamp, Reverb Nation, Facebook, not on Twitter. Yeah.
Right.
I think SoundCloud.
Well, you
I
keep.
think I'm on SoundCloud.
I think to be fair, you need to play another song with just a second.
Okay.
Kylie Sutton, the executive director of the Unbridled Project. Let's wrap this up. Tell us. I need your best sales pitch here.
Come down to the gallery. I will give you the best sales pitch. They are in person.
Right.
I will free hugs.
Right.
You
Tim
know?
Faulkner Gallery this Saturday, the Uprising Kentucky, part of the Unbridled Project's fundraising event. We've got Alanna Fugate going to be there, Tristen Brooke, and John Clay. And I think Tristan's going to close out the show with a song.
Yeah, it might go over.
That's all right.
This one's Kingfisher.
take a look at the WCHQ Concert View for Thursday, November 17th. All right, folks, got a few shows for you on this beautiful Thursday evening. We'll start you out at Gerstl's Place, where you can go and see the War Paintings down at the Haymarket Whiskey Bar. Euphoric and Jamaron.